Shalom family, trendsetter. Driving, you will hear noise in the background. Now I want to share an experience that I experienced today. And I'm going to be honest with you family, right now I'm so upset, but I'm still trying to calm myself down because I know, I'm living in the land of my enemy. Now about maybe 2 hours ago, right? I'm actually off work, but I'm actually out doing errands, running errands. About 2 hours ago, I dropped off some boxes. Let me give you the backstory first. Today I decided to contract with UPS. You have students going back to school, so now they're taking up residence and they have stuff in storage, and UPS, usually the UPS store usually hold their boxes or whatever for them. So now they need, drivers or delivery drivers to drop these boxes off. So I volunteered to do it. Not volunteer, but I decided, okay, I'm gonna take the contract. Anyway, long story short, there was actually 3 students that I needed to drop the box off. This is not the first time I'm doing this. But this particular student, I guess she was out of town, but she told me that her roommate was there. And these are Caucasian, right? Europeans, right? And she said, okay, what she'll do is because actually I called her upon arrival, and she said she was out of town. However, her roommate would be there to receive. That's okay, no problem. So she said she would have a roommate call me and meet me downstairs in the lobby. Now, these buildings are lockout buildings, private buildings. These are some rich, spoiled devils, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, she came downstairs, a little cordial with me, smiling, that's their defense. So I was cordial back with her, whatever. So, she directed me upstairs where to drop the boxes. Now, before I went upstairs, there was a security guard in the lobby, and I asked him, is it okay for me to go through this particular entrance, because usually I have to go to the back of the building to use a service elevator. So he was like, it's okay, you can go ahead. Now, throughout the building, they have security cameras on each floor, which is cool, whatever. So went upstairs. I wasn't really paying attention to the floor that we went on because, she's leading, I'm following. I got, the necessary boxes that I needed to get. So I'm not really paying attention to the floor that I'm on. So went there, dropped off the boxes, she signed for it. Then she called me back. She said, oh, you gave me the wrong box. So it was a bunch of boxes with names on it. But, long day, it was hot as shit. Wasn't really paying attention. So I said, okay, no problem. I'll go ahead and switch it out. Just wait for me, at the door or whatever. I'll be back in like 5 minutes, right? So went and grabbed the box, went downstairs. It didn't take me 5 minutes because I'm very, fast what I do. So ran, got the box, came back upstairs. So I don't know if she wasn't expecting me to be back so soon. Anyway, I didn't remember what floor I was on. So I had to go back in my phone to retrieve the address and the apartment number. So got up there on the 5th floor or whatever, was walking down towards the apartment. So I could distinctly hear somebody speaking, in their apartment. So as I got closer to the apartment, I heard this bitch, right? This devil bitch, this little young devil bitch. They start out young, family. She probably was in her 20s, in the college student. This bitch say, this is what I heard her say, family, and the Bible say you're not supposed to be a false witness, so I'm not being a false witness against this bitch. Do you know this bitch had the nerve to say the nigga bought the wrong box, so now I gotta wait for his nigga ass to go back downstairs and bring the box? Family, I kid you not, this is what she's saying on the back, on the opposite side of the door. So when I heard her, I was furious. I was like, literally, family, y'all already know how I feel about these devils. I always say to myself, I would love to get an interaction like what I be seeing on YouTube and shit. And the interaction was now. So I started to I'm telling you, I started to go off, but for some reason, something held me back and say, you know what? Fall back, be easy, calm down. So I took a deep breath, family. I was pissed. So I knocked on the door, a little bit distinctly and shit. I knocked a little hard, and I heard her on the other end of the phone, hold on one second. Let me see what it says. And she peeped through the peephole, and I heard her say, oh shit. Right? Because she realized what she said, and I guess she didn't expect for me to be back this soon. So she didn't open the door right away. She waited like a couple of seconds. I would say 5, 6, 7 seconds before she opened the door. When she opened the door, her eyes was wide open. You know, like when you shock, like, oh my God. She had her hands over her mouth. This is what she said to me, fam. This is why I knew this bitch was directing shit towards me. I mean, who else is gonna be? This nigga came with the wrong, but it had to be me. She put her hands over her mouth and she said, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Right? And I said to her, what are you apologizing for? Because now my attitude changed, my demeanor changed. She said, you know, these devils are quick on their feet. So she said, oh, I was on the phone with my black friend and I didn't hear the door. So what caught my attention was when she said she was on the phone with her black friend. Because what she's trying to do, family, she's trying to make it seem like she was talking to her black friend using the N-word, the nigga word, right? And act like she was talking about another situation. But what gave her away, and I already knew she was talking about me, is when her friend on the other hand, clearly a European, saying, is he back? Is he back? You know they have a distinct way of speaking. So she said, let me call you back. And she hung up the phone on her, right? So she's looking at me and I'm looking at her, and she clearly knew that I knew what the fuck she was saying or who she was referring to. So I said to her, where would you like the box? Just like that. Where would you like the box? And she said, oh, you could put it where you put the other ones. I said, okay, cool. So I was getting ready to say something to her, but something just say, don't do it. You know what I mean? Because I'm in her apartment. And if anything happens, she could always lie and say. So I said, you know what? In my mind, something say to me, those who fight and run away live to fight another day. Just fall back. So when I was leaving, I didn't say anything. I was leaving out. She said, hold on 1 second. I said, what's up? She said, oh, I want to give you a tip. I said, no, you can keep your tip. I have a tip for you, though. I have a tip for you. And she knew where I was going with it. She said, I really want to apologize. I know I was using the N-word, but I was on the phone with my friend. I said, listen, I'm going to say this to you, and you need to really and truly take heed to what I'm saying. I said, you have to be careful when you use that word, because that word, y'all take it out of context. And had it would have been another time or another person, you know, maybe it wouldn't have went down as smooth as it's going to go down today. I'm going to overlook the fact that you are who you are and y'all cannot help yourself. And she said, no, I wasn't really referring to you. I know you probably, I said, I heard what you said. And I know exactly who you was intending it for. But I'm going to let you know, I'm a professional. And, you know, I'm going to let it slide. I'm going to overlook it. And she said, oh my God, I feel so bad. I said, you should feel bad. You should feel so bad. But it is what it is. Like I said, this is who you guys are. You cannot help yourself. And I said, you have a good day. And I walked out. So what I did, family, I left her with something to think about. I could guarantee this bitch, if she was a candle, she would be melting right now. You know what I mean? Because I could have escalated the shit, but I didn't. I say, you know, I'm just going to leave it alone, because at the end of the day, we're in the land of our enemy. This is who they are. We cannot change. A leopard doesn't change their spot because now they're in the zoo. You know what I'm saying? This is who they are. Donald Trump, the commanding thief, allowed them now to exhibit their true behavior that they were suppressing for a long time, especially under Obama. Now they're able to express themselves. But I want to say this for the record. They start out young. Okay? This is why when I hear of these little motherfuckers dying, these little cavemen dying from birth or leukemia or whatever, I rejoice, because it starts from when they're young. This behavior is taught. So I just wanted to come in here and share this with y'all. So when y'all hear me talk about them, when you hear me use vulgarity, expressing myself about these devils, this is the reason why. Now, I could have handled it another way. And then also messed up about it, not even messed up, but the funny thing is, this bitch don't even realize who the fuck she dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Now, had this been out in the street, because see, I had on my work uniform, because I have my company logo, right? I'm an independent contractor. I have my company logo on my shirt. So I didn't want it to escalate where she would have lied or whatever. So I said, you know what? Let me leave it alone, because I am contracted with UPS store, and I don't want to lose this particular contract like in the past. So this is one of the reasons why she was able to get away with this shit. But family, I just wanted to share this with y'all. I'm telling you, they don't like us. They only pretend that they like us. They will hug you. They will shake your hand. They will speak with you. But deep down, family, they have a hatred towards us. I just want y'all to understand that. And with that, I say shalom.